What up, though?
Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Like you had a ride or could have got a ride. What the fuck you got me sending an Uber? That's for no money. You gotta pay no money back. Hey, what happened?
Let me know whenever you guys are gonna be ready.
I'm gonna wait for this dumb shit to load the fuck back up.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Oh, you pulled the cord.
Is it dead like that?
No, I told you it doesn't hold a charge. So your phone, unless you pull the cord.
That's a deep ass shit.
It should load right back up though, to where it was at. Let me just read this shit from the fucking title. Let me write this shit down.
You guys do a break at all?
No.
Okay.
Only a couple little topics before we go into our kind of shit anyway. I'll get it right off of here.
Peace, Max Maine. Lord Coney. What up, though? Peace, everybody watching. What up, though?
Hat here. I just woke up.
You ready?
No, I'm doing my invites and stuff.
Damn, what up, though?
And the invites together. Tune in, tune in. I'll get a lot of invites.
They need one invite button, like just invite.
Massive invite, man.
That's so stupid.
For real.
Facebook, y'all got all this bullshit. Go ahead and make one invite button so you can invite
I
everybody.
want you to use your creator studio and create it, you know what I'm saying, as an event or whatever, and it automatically invites everyone. That's what they want you to do.
Oh, yeah, that's what they want you to do.
When you randomly go live, though, then, it's like, I don't know if I'm doing the show today.
It's still on. Man, it's still on. Maybe it's doing
Keep timing out.
We got to start though.
Yeah, we don't start the show. I'm just saying, I fix it on the fly. Just want me to invest some more money. That's what I think.
I just think, let's rock and roll.
What's going on? What's good? Welcome to the Dome City Radio Show. I am your host, DJ Stacks Money. My co-host, comedian Jeremiah Paulin.
What up, though? We finally getting it started. Peace to everybody out there tuning into my live feed, Facebook. Happy 2019.
What's going on?
This the first show for this year, ain't it?
Yes it is.
Happy
First show for
2019. Cheers, motherfucker. Happy.
Welcome back, man. We know it's a lot of stuff been going on. We're gonna talk about it. Definitely R. Kelly. Definitely talking about that. We're gonna talk about a few other things that's going on.
Well, what's your week been like? Let's start with that.
Talk about your week first. What Jeremiah got going on?
My week. Let me see. Did a couple shows.
What kind of shows? Comedy shows?
Comedy, yeah. I'm a not. This year, I'm gonna just lighten my plate a lot. So I'm really not gonna do much acting unless unless the bag is right, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
The bag, which is $20. I mean, the bag ain't got to be that big. You know what I'm saying? The bag, it could be a nickel bag. I take
a bag of bottles.
Yeah. The bag ain't got to be that big, but I take. But other than that, I'm gonna just be focusing more on my comedy this year and getting some shit together with it. And this week was just a busy week working, and that's pretty much it. Nothing fantastical. Oh, I did open up for Brandon T. Jackson, I guess, this weekend.
Oh yeah, he back in town?
Yeah, well he was. I don't know if he's still here, but he was this past weekend. So I did that this past weekend.
Performing where?
Punchlines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was cool. Shout out to Punchlines.
I love him. What was that? Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie was
a silly ass movie.
Silly ass movie. And that's been it, man. That's been pretty much it for me.
Man, let me see. This week, I've been kind of partying a little bit. My birthday coming up. So I know if y'all seen the flyer that's out, you know what I'm saying, definitely come out on the 20th to the day party at Ford Patio Bar and Grill in Dearborn to come party. Man, you see, I've been going to a lot of comedy shows. Mm-hmm. I've been did a couple concerts, movies, going to the movie, not starring in the movie. Just been enjoying my time off, man. I went back to my normal 9 to 5 this week, and just getting back into the swing of things. Shit, it felt like I ain't been working forever, man. I didn't know how to do shit. I was in there like, ain't this how this go? Is that backwards? So trying to get back in the swing of things, man. It was just crazy, but
right.
that's about all I did. Enjoyed some time with my kids while I was off and everything like that. We had some good fun too. You know, now we're into the new year, man, and this is crazy because it's already half the month already over.
Shit crazy, I know. Yeah.
New year.
They said birthday coming up. My birthday coming up too in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, you're right before me. Yeah, you're right before me. So
you're getting old. OG's in the game.
OG. Fuck. It's crazy, man. You getting older. This shit is crazy.
Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, oldie but goodie.
I'm seasoned.
Yeah.
Seasoned like that pepper.
I'm marinated. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, you ain't making no resolutions?
Hell no, I don't never make no resolutions. Nobody stick to resolutions.
I know.
If you made a resolution and you started over already like 2-3 times, just forget it. You're gonna be the same motherfucker you was last year. Just know that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Love you for you. Be you. Don't try and be nobody else. Love you for you. You know what I'm saying? People always, every year, people go out and make these resolutions. No, they ain't changing a damn thing. I'm going to lose weight this year. I'm going to try and save more money. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, you ain't going to do shit.
Right.
You the same person you was yesterday.
Or you going to be worse. I'm going to lose weight and gain 10 pounds.
Right.
Big back bitch. Your ass ain't going to lose no weight.
Or keep starting over. I'm going to start my New Year's resolution this week.
Right. Right.
Oh, they having a party. I got to, see, I'm going to eat this week and I'm going to drink this week, but I'm going to give up smoking tomorrow. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So, just crazy, man. But no, I don't do resolutions. Not at all.
You just got to make life choices in the middle of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. I mean, it's all about, I'm all about, you know, changing and things and getting, you know, better in life. I'm all about that.
I think people should stop announcing everything.
Yeah, stop announcing.
Keep
to
announcing
yourself.
Everything that you gonna do.
Man.
I think that's what really mess people. I gotta adjust my shit here.
Yeah, you just strong.
On the fly here.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. And keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
There we go.
Get you one goal and just be real. Stop doing what everybody else saying.
Make life goals.
Yeah.
Don't make resolutions. Make life goals.
It started today.
Life goals last for a lifetime, but resolution lasts for like
2 weeks.
A week. So, you know what I'm saying? But so what's going on in the news, man? One thing that I just read earlier, y'all know how your homegirl, Nicki Minaj, you know, she had a new boo, and she been out there talking about, oh, we gonna have kids, and we getting married, and we doing all this and that, and rumor has it that he done broke up with her already and back with his baby mama.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Baby mama put out some pictures on Instagram, not of them, but, you know, little memes and whatnot, showing off like they always come back when you got that fire and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So for y'all that like Nicki, she just can't get a break. Cardi B done knocked her out the spotlight. She ain't got Meek no more. She's not as hot as she used to be, so it is what it is, man. Nicki, you might, I don't know, you might need to go get with Chris Brown or somebody.
You tried a regular nigga, so who is this dude? Like,
I will do Nicki because Nicki ain't Beyonce. Beyonce the only one to get a pass on this show, okay?
She get a pass?
Beehive is something dangerous. I'm not worried about Nicki Minaj fans. They fickle.
And he got that fight. What was I about to say, Nicki Minaj? So who is this dude anyway? Like, who is this dude?
He's some kind of industry dude, supposedly, or whatever. Somebody we ain't never heard of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he probably was behind the scenes cat, so.
Oh, okay. See, Nicki, that's where you fucking up. You keep getting the industry bills. You usually get a basic nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular dude.
She like playing with a toy, man. You know, they get tired of that fake ass after a while. They're like, you know what?
But a regular dude, you know, Ray from the block though. Ray from the block, he gonna cherish that Nicki ass. This dude, you know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, Nicki Minaj, I done hit that.
I never said that Nicki Minaj wanted to be Beyonce. I said she not Beyonce. Beyonce is the only woman that will get a pass on this show because the Beehive is real. That is it.
That was sidetracking.
Nobody care about the barbs, Brianna. Okay, this is my nemesis.
He having a side.
We always go back and forth.
So for those who don't know, he having a sad conversation with somebody.
Yeah, on my live.
On his live
one
feed.
of my viewers, who's also my nemesis from work, at my 9 to 5.
Right. Some chick he mad. You know, she ain't gonna let him hit. So you know.
No, it's definitely nothing like that.
Oh,
Definitely
okay.
nothing like that. We just play the dozens and everything. Real cool
okay.
people. Real good people.
So you will let her hit though. That's what it is.
I would let her hit. No, that would not happen. I do the poking. I don't get poked. Sorry.
That's how they say it now. The girls be thinking.
I went back today, actually. Well, actually, I went back yesterday. So, yeah. Back to the money.
Yeah, but what we talking about Nicki Minaj? Yeah, she need to get her a regular ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking with industry dudes.
Tricky.
Let it be what it be.
She need to get her a dude that like Barbie dolls. But anyway, so
That's
I was
weird.
reading an article the other day, or actually this morning. It seemed that Kanye pulled out of Coachella, so he won't be tearing down stages at Coachella this year.
Really?
Yeah. They basically they couldn't get, I guess, the kind of stage and everything that he wanted. You know, didn't have enough time to put everything together that he wanted. But they really wanted him there. But they're gonna miss out and whatnot. I want him to go on tour again. I'm mad because I was supposed to go and see him when he was on his last tour, and he canceled his last tour dates. And we were one of the last shows he was supposed to come to. I would love to see Kanye in concert. Love to see Kanye in concert. So hopefully, I get to see him next time we go on tour. Because we're supposed to be back focused on music right now. Speaking of that, J. Cole doing like big features and stuff like that down in Atlanta for the what's the name of his label again? I can't think of the name of his label.
Who?
J. Cole.
Oh, his label.
Dreamville.
Dreamville. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I think it's Dreamville Volume 3 or whatnot. It's like a compilation mixtape that he does, and he's had like multiple collaborations, multiple artists come in and collaborate with him on this. It's supposedly a mixtape, but it's actually an album. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that comes out. And he's doing it down in Atlanta. Also, he's got that project with Kendrick Lamar. That's actually coming to fruition. I don't know when they're gonna start working on it, but I did read an article that said they coming with it. So I'm ready to see that. Plus everything J. Cole done dropped them went platinum with like no promotion, all that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that album. Everybody always say like, cause this generation is not the best generation of hip hop. I like that narrative. I agree with that narrative. And then one thing a lot of people always say, look, you got Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Them was always like two of the names that they always bring up.
But they not in the generation. I mean, like they in our age range.
We talking about like the generation of rappers, like. You know what I'm saying? Like they still like in the genre of hip hop. They is in this genre of hip hop.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, age range they're a little younger than us, but they still in this genre of hip hop. But they always go to this genre of hip hop is garbage, and they always point to them too. So it's like dope that they actually doing an album together.
I like what's the name? Currency is dope.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I ain't say them the only two dope niggas, but you know they always bring up, and I think people need to bring up more than just Kendrick and Nicole, because it's like, I said Kendrick and Nicole. Kendrick and J. Cole. I got a cousin named Nicole, okay, my bad.
Kendrick and Nicole.
J. Cole, I ain't throwing no shade, J. Cole.
Jeremiah just gave them a new name. Kendrick and Nicole.
No, Kendrick and J. Cole. But no, that's, it's dope, it's gonna be dope to see that. And it's dope to see that now before like 10 years, you know how niggas get a little bit older, then get washed up a little bit, and then they try to do a little combination albums, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Two old artists get together. They're like, yeah, we got to bring both of our fan bases together, baby. Mm-hmm. Like, no, they doing it now, so it's like,
why they both hot?
Yeah, why you both hot?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes definitely sense. Gotta do it. Gotta do it when y'all both hot.
Do it when you both hot.
I gotta excuse me for a second. I gotta make a run out. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I'm gonna just sit here and be talking shit, and I'm gonna be talking to Steve's people. I'm gonna take over Steve live real quick, and I'm gonna talk to some of his people while we live. What up, though? Who is Raylan Hunt? What up, though? This is Jeremiah, the other co-host of the show. So right now, Steve just went outside to go take care of our guest / co-host TC Top Class. He just grabbed him an Uber. Who Uber, by the way, does not sponsor this show, so I don't know why I'm dropping their name. But they need to go ahead and give me some money because they fucked me up over on the surge. I was in the middle of a surge cloud. It was like 3.0, and this ain't got shit to do with that. But they didn't give me one ride at 3.0. They gave me a ride that was regular rate. Like, man, I want a 3.0. Then the cloud disappeared. Anybody who do Uber know what the fuck I'm talking about. The rest of y'all was like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? And it probably ain't relevant to like most of y'all. But the Uber drivers, they understand. But anywho, I'm just sitting here talking shit. Just on my Nicki Minaj. I hope she do find love, but as far as right now goes, she need to focus on that career. Or if I was her, I would focus on my career. Nicki Minaj. She look good. She look good. But she irritated me. I don't know about you, Ray Lynn, but she irritated me. I personally couldn't be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like sexually, I was like, all right, I hit it. I ain't no bitch ass nigga like that. But I'm looking at it like, I look at her interviews and stuff like that. She's just kind of irritating, and I don't think I could take that serious. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll be having sex with her, and then all of a sudden she's just like, like, what the fuck was that? Did you just turn into a monkey from Avatar? Like, what the fuck was that? Who? I took over your lab, was talking shit about Nicki Minaj. TC Top Labs back in the building. So I was just explaining how I would not fuck with Nicki Minaj, but she irritating as fuck. And she
was really good. Okay, I'm back. I had to go let our guest host in the building, in the studio.
I said co-host.
So I'm back. So we got that going on.
Top class in this bitch. What's up with you?
What's going on?
Oh, man.
Turn that down. So, yeah, so much stuff been going on, man. We gonna be patient. We gonna get to the R. Kelly stuff. We gonna get there. We got other stuff we got to do, man.
Somebody like, talk about R. Kelly.
We gonna get to the Kells. But anyway, so remember if y'all watched last show, I talked about Cardi being Offset and how if she get back on Offset, that gives guys hope. Well, it seems that Cardi B and Offset are not officially back together, but they fucking around. So you know what that means. Brothers got hope. Lots and lots of hope out here. There we go.
Yeah, I was reading that. I was reading the article. They was like, yes, she went live on Facebook, and it was like, she was just like, I just need to get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just needed some dick. That's all. Cardi just needed some dick.
Mm-hmm.
She is a married woman, so shout out to her for not getting no new strange dick.
Right.
She stayed with her,
new penis.
familiar penis.
Mm-hmm. So some of y'all women do go on out and get y'all some new penis.
Because niggas was throwing dick at Cardi like they had the carnival. Like, here, Cardi wants some of this dick.
Like baseball pass.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. So
dodging dick.
Shout out to her for trying to make something work.
I heard they said that Meek was trying to get her or something like that.
You fucked it up, Meek. You fucked it up, Meek.
Yeah, they said Meek was trying to get her.
Yeah, trying to get back in the good graces.
You know, that's my dog. If he slay, man. You know?
Offset would have been upset.
Shit, after that Money video, I'm mad. I don't blame him. I be trying to get back up in there too. Like, make it pop, Cardi. Shit. You got a new booty. You didn't have that booty when we were together. Yeah. Let me try that out.
Right. Crazy.
And make it work.
She is something else?
Yeah, Cardi B, man. That video. Did we talk about that last week? That money video?
Yes, we did.
We did. That's how good it was. I think that was the first time I had seen it was that day. I was like mystified. That was that. I was mystified twice last year. It was the Cardi B video and Jill Scott video.
Oh yeah,
The Phantom blowjob.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Jill Scott video still haunt my memory.
Yeah.
Jilly from Philly, boy.
Yeah, she nice.
Yeah, she was nice with it.
Yeah.
That air fellatio.
Mm-hmm. She had 2 hands, so you know she knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull out 2 hands. She's playing around.
Big facts.
Nah, you done been there.
Come on, Jimmy. But anyway, so what else we had going on in the world? There was something else going on. I missed that.
You wrote down your list. I was gonna say
That's
something,
what I'm
but
saying, man.
I thought you had it.
Dang, on the list. Oh, okay. So, Trump, the shutdown, everybody panicking, everybody worried about their taxes, everybody's worried about the wrong goddamn thing, some people. Crazy. I don't know what the hell Trump gonna do. Hopefully they get this situation taken care of, because everybody want their money, of course. Nobody want to be slowed up.
Pretty much.
And it's just a travesty that we got to deal with this bullshit. I don't know why he ain't already been out of office. Like, what are we waiting on to get Trump out of office? What are we waiting on?
They want him in there. That's why.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he might get elected again. Don't be
What are
mad.
What are we waiting on? Like, are you serious?
It was crazy.
You know what I'm
I seen a
If
couple
that was
people.
Obama talking about building, Obama could have built the basketball court, goddamn it.
Yeah.
They would have kicked his ass out of office. What? Basketball court? Waste the government's money. We ain't talking about a little bit of money. We talking about $5.6 billion.
It's a lot of money, ladies and
You
gents.
know what I'm saying? Or $5.4 billion. Let me correct that. $5.4 billion. You know what we can do with $5.4 billion? Do you know what we can do with $5.4 billion?
I mean,
We can end a lot of shit. We can fund a lot of
you
shit.
can. And that ain't really shit to them.
Yeah,
And I say that
I'm not.
because they had raised. I watched on C-SPAN last year. They raised $6
If
billion.
you want to see us all live in the studio right now, go to my fan page, DJ Stacks Money on Facebook, and you can see all 3 of us in the studio. Right now.
Shit.
Sorry about that.
I was in the middle of something. I was about to say, they had raised $6 billion to fight, and I don't even know how this even makes sense, but $6 billion to fight against the prescription drug epidemic. How do you fight against an epidemic that I don't understand? They raised $6 billion to fight it. I don't even know how that even goes.
What was they fighting though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the whole point. What are you fighting?
What y'all fighting?
Yeah, what are y'all fighting? Where's this money going to go towards the stoppage of people making legal prescription drugs? Right? What the fuck? I don't know, but they raised $6 billion for that shit last year. So what the fuck is $6 billion for a fence?
I have no idea.
So whoever y'all hollered at for that first $6 billion, holler at them niggas again for this next $6 billion. Leave us the fuck alone.
Right. They fight. I mean, we fight all types of wars on shit that we don't need to be fighting. Wasting resources and money. You know. If it's a war on drugs, then let the drugs fuel the war on drugs. Just legalize the shit. Let people sell it. Take the money and treat people. At the end of the day, they spending it. They buying the drugs with it. Killing with their own money, with all the money that they spending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
You know, we had a conversation about this the other day. So you know, my thing about it is, I think that these Democrats, they need to definitely tap in. Let's get this war. Let's get it going. Get it over with. You know what I mean? And let's move on. I think us people nowadays, we
feel
live
like
in
we
the
should
problem
give in to the
and
war.
not live in the solution. You know what I mean? Get a man what he want. You know what I mean?
You think we should have the wall? What's that
Giving
going to
him the
do?
wall
I
is
mean,
the solution.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
not.
understand.
I feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But
Because
we ain't getting to no medium. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying if we approve funding for the wall, what happens the next time? You do the same thing, another government shutdown, another standoff.
We don't even know if it's gonna be the next time.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know
but that by giving them what it's like raising a kid. You know what I'm saying? Your kid throws a tantrum because they want a lollipop or some shit. So you give them the lollipop. Now you've created a situation that every time they want something, you know what I'm saying, they're going to cry, stump their feet and everything and drive you crazy because they want it. And we don't need that in the government. We already got Democrats and Republicans fighting across the damn aisleway about dumb shit that ain't for the betterment of nobody. So it's like if we give him this, you know what I'm saying, what next? What is he gonna come with next that he want to get approved? And what extreme is he gonna go to get his way?
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of stressed a little bit on the kid thing, but I understand.
Situation.
I mean, everybody how they look at it. I agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? I just look at it like this. I think that we as people, we not coming to the common denominator. We elected him as our president. If you don't he won.
We didn't elect
but
him,
it's the general situation. He's our president. Whether
was
you
the
elected
lesser-
him or not,
He was
he's
the lesser
here.
of two evils. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was him or Hillary. And
Yeah. I mean,
I almost want to see what Hillary would have did with her lying ass, but
I don't even want to see her as president. You know what I mean? I can't even lie. So
she somewhere eating fried chicken and whipping and naming. That's what she did to try and get the black vote.
But we gotta
Cooning, wife.
as
I hear
minorities
cooning for the black
whoever you're
vote.
trying to go for in the presidency for the next 4 years, man, you gotta go out and vote. And that's how I just look at it. Trump is gonna do what he want to do while he in office. There's nothing that me or you could do about it.
Yeah, but
besides
that's
vote.
because he had the backing. Obama wasn't able to do everything that he wanted to do in
Yeah.
office. The world might be a better place right now if he did
Of course.
get to do a lot of things that he wanted to do while he was in office.
Of course. Of course.
It happened that way.
Of course. But we all know why. So I mean,
It ain't never gonna happen. 'Cause
Yeah.
the motherfucking system is fucked up. And the
period.
system ain't gonna let nobody come in that bitch changing that shit.
Don't
Is
get us
crazy.
started
Yeah.
on the
Ain't
system.
nobody gonna come in this bitch. Who you think you ain't gonna come in this bitch? Think you gonna change shit?
Don't
Get
get
the
us
fuck
started
out of
on the
here.
system.
Yeah,
Get up out of here. I mean that's what we talking about. The system.
Once again, if y'all want to see Arthur
The
in the
system.
studio, go to my fan page on
Get out of here with
Facebook,
these high hopes.
DJ Stacks Money, and you can see us all three in the studio live instead of just seeing my one handsome face on my live, you know what I'm saying, blessing Facebook and all the beautiful women out there. You know,
Shooting
But,
your shot.
yeah, man, it's just crazy. Just Trump, man.
What the fuck is
he
the
never-
wall gonna do?
Trump never. That's what I'm saying.
That's a waste of
El
energy. That's how I
Chapo
look at it.
digging goddamn holes out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get out of prison wall, you think they can't burrow under this goddamn wall you trying to build? You think they come around it? If you build a wall to separate the United States and Mexico, all people gonna do is go further into the Gulf of Mexico, and they gonna start coming up on the coast in Louisiana, Alabama, and places like that. That's where they gonna start coming up at. You're gonna see all these immigrants on boats and Chevy trucks, you know what I'm saying?
Floating on a Chevy truck.
Crossing the border, yeah.
With an oar in this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did before.
Dodge
Then
Ram.
they came, what was a 57 Chevy that they got picked up by the Coast Guard in? Coming from Colombia. No, this happened. This actually happened. Like,
I know.
I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. I know they floating on a lot of shit back during that.
I don't know if they were, if it was Colombians or where did they come from? It was some immigrants.
Yeah.
And they was on a fucking 57 Chevy.
From Hawaii.
float.
No, not from Hawaii.
Man.
And the Coast Guard picked them up. It was the craziest thing to see, you know what I'm saying? A 57 Chevy floating in the middle of the fucking ocean.
That's a durable ass. That's a testament to
Man, they was talking about this stuff
Chevy
tonight.
pickup truck, my bad. Not
Chevy.
like Chevy Bel Air or nothing like that. It was just crazy. I was like, dog, no they not. and a fucking 57 Chevy.
I think
in the middle of the ocean.
The thing with it's just gonna keep the drugs and the illegal immigrants down. You know what I'm saying, from over there. You know,
drugs coming in this country every goddamn direction.
Yeah, it was fucked
Not
up.
just Mexico. They come from fucking Asia,
right?
Everywhere else.
Man, there's so much. It's so much negative. I just be trying to look at it as a positive way. Shit, you know.
Fuck up that wall. That wall ain't for immigrants. The wall is for us.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So we don't get up out this.
Mexico be like,
we trying to get to Mexico. You get part of this bitch.
They build that wall. Y'all can forget about ever going to Mexico to goddamn vacation.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
You ain't coming back to this
bitch. It's already hard as hell getting over there.
It's like gonna be stuck in that motherfucker.
All right. Better know it.
It's like, oh, you want to come vacation to Mexico? You can't come over our wall. Stay your ass in the United States.
Yeah, it's gonna be making forwards and shit.
Right. Crazy.
Working at
crazy. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no balance. This wall ain't gonna prevent a goddamn thing from happening. What you need is a real, true system of immigration. Period. I mean, America was built on goddamn immigrants. We are immigrants, or ancestors are immigrants, or whatever the case you want to call it.
We could have been indigenous people.
You know what I'm saying?
We could have been indigenous.
That too, but for lack of
some of us who don't know,
for lack of knowledge of history at that time, we don't know who the hell. Well, we
know
that
who the hell we are.
We know it was a bunch of motherfuckers here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we was some of them. So
yeah, some what they call, I hate to say Indians, but natives, but natives was them and black people too.
Right.
So they like they wrote us out of that. Like, yeah, y'all wasn't here.
We ain't giving y'all none of this indigenation. Right. This indigenation, y'all ain't getting none of that.
Not get none of this shit.
Even though they had African statues in Mexico.
Big nose, big ass nose. Big
we kind of
sucking up nose. Tell us that. That's a Mexican. That's a nigga. That's Rollo J.
It's a conquistador. No, it's not. That was the Spanish though. That wasn't even Mexican. That was the Spanish trying to take all the damn credit.
Right.
Goddamn Africans.
Right. That's Eastside Charlie. What the fuck are you talking about?
He said Eastside Charlie. I ain't about to play with him. Hobo Joe.
Goddamn Guadalupe.
And that's bad, man. And when you really think about it, at the end of the day, like how all the, like, there's no like original culture. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you get bits and pieces of your original culture based on, you know what I'm saying, what you can find. Because, like I said, South America and the lower parts of North America was conquered by the Spanish.
Yeah, right.
You know, so they got so much influence. It's like that's why like a lot of Hispanics want to be closer to the Hispanic side. You know what I'm saying, with the Spaniards versus their African roots. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, because they speak the language and eat the food, like they want to, you know, even though a lot of their ancestors, it's been proven, Africans. And then the other thing is that Africa was named after a white man.
Man, it was, I forget what it was.
The continent, I can't remember the name it was before they called it Africa, but.
Ivoryland.
Yeah, Africa. So we call ourselves Africans. After the continent, and the continent was named after a white man.
Yeah, Africanus.
So that's
something Africanus.
That's a conundrum right there.
It is.
When we call ourselves Africans, and it being white man. It's fucked up.
I know.
When you think about it,
yeah,
like we call ourselves Africans, we plow Africans, and it means a white man.
It's named after a white conqueror.
Yeah, that's crazy in itself.
But not even knowing that part of history is the fucked up part. It's not taught. You know what I'm saying? Like not even taught about. It's just so much history that's been stripped away from, you know, who we are as a people. I don't know how the hell we get into this anyway, but we here.
Talking about society.
Nicki Minaj is sweet ass. Now we're talking about black power. But
now y'all done passed up on Nicki already, huh?
Yeah, we got past that. We out of the toy box.
Yeah, we out of the toy box.
We out of the toy box, man.
Black power box.
But let's get down to the nit and the grit, where everybody want to really talk about, man. This R. Kelly situation. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna make this announcement while y'all watching. We not condemning R. Kelly. We're not agreeing with R. Kelly. We're not saying he's right. We're not saying he's wrong. We're just putting the information out there. You decide what the hell you want to decide. I ain't gonna stop listening to his music.
Hell no.
I guess no fucks. The music ain't getting nothing to nobody.
Right.
Yeah. Half of y'all was born to the music. But
right.
All these, this is the thing, and we've been talking about this. If you go back to any of our other shows and things like this, we've been talking about this whole thing that ever since the Me Too movement came out, is allegations against people. There's he said, she said arguments that are getting people in trouble. Like there's no proof, there's no anything, but somebody coming by and saying, hey, this person did this to you. They ain't got a date. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like or it was ancient history when it happened or whatever the case is. And it's like, so I'm losing my job because when we both was younger, I felt on your booty.
Is that what it is?
I mean, that's basically some of these situations.
And ain't nobody gonna have no
That's
job.
basically some of these situations. Like,
ain't nobody.
Or you got to look at, you can look at what happened with Kevin Hart. When Kevin Hart's situation, some old tweets.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
Old
With his
tweets.
wife, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say which Kevin Hart situation.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah,
tweets.
yeah.
Couple scandals.
Okay.
No, I'm saying
You talking about the one with
no.
his wife, right?
We talking about some old tweets
Okay.
that ended up getting him not hosting the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Tweets.
They took that man music off Spotify too.
They did.
What?
But
That's what they had a whole situation.
They
about
they
it.
took his music down, but then they said his music got the most plays and everything.
Of
So,
course.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
chaos.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like I don't know what people think they're doing, but I don't know. I'm not choosing sides.
Me neither.
I've looked at a lot of information that they got out there, information on the accusers and information on R. Kelly's plus shit that we already goddamn supposedly know.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, like you can look at the information to make your own decision on whether you feel like he's guilty, he did anything wrong, he didn't do nothing wrong, you know. But like I said, we just want to put the information out there. I watched the first 2 episodes of Surviving R. Kelly. And the narrative that the show paints for you is that all these women have been taken advantage of, and when you start listening to their stories, nobody said that they was held captive. All of these women said they left when they had enough of his bullshit or whatever the case was going on. Some people, you know, accuse them of, you know what I'm saying, slapping them up or whatever the case is. But there's a lot of other information that didn't come out. A lot of these women signed contracts, non-disclosed contracts that detail exactly what they were supposed to be doing. It's like, this is your job. Like you're on R. Kelly's payroll. Your job is to satisfy R. Kelly. You're gonna be doing X, Y, Z. You could be doing this, could be doing that. A lot of these women sign these contracts and stuff, and they're getting paid and they're living this lavish lifestyle, and they're not telling everybody that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you signed a contract, that means you signed up to deal with whatever is going on because you signed that contract. If you didn't read it over and you got fucked, you got fucked.
That's on
You know
you.
what I'm saying? That's on your person.
Come on now.
The one lady, Asante McGee, that's working with Jocelyn Savage's family. Her own daughter and ex-boyfriend basically outed her. Her ex-boyfriend recorded a conversation that he had with her daughter, and it basically points out how she, you know what I'm saying, made up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my thing is this. Nobody can make you sign a contract to do some things that you're not willing to do.
Period.
They saying that people are brainwashed and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I done met celebrities and I ain't signed no contract and stuff like hey, how you yeah, I wanna be in it and all that and stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, we all have to make our own decisions of what we're willing to do in life. They say that everybody has a price. Some people price is a lot of money. Some people are willing to do anything for fortune and fame. You know what I'm saying? Is it right, the things that happen to them? Probably not. But if you willingly and knowingly sign up for a lifestyle or to do something, you're putting yourself in that situation. As I said, I'm not condoning any of what happened or what's going on or any of that. I'm just putting the information out there because there's a lot of information that's not out there. And when you look at the Surviving R. Kelly, like I said, on I don't want to say the name because
TV.
Cuss the check.
On
When you see
TV.
it on TV, you don't get the full story. There's two sides of the story. There's his side and there's their side.
Period.
A lot of people are, feel how they feel. And that's cool. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can feel how you feel and everything. You know what I'm saying? But don't sign up for a lifestyle and when things don't go the way you want them to go, you're upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these people left. How did we get all of these women to come out? Because they left. They left the situation. He didn't come after, he didn't chase them or anything. But while they were in a situation, they also were living this lifestyle that was promised to them per this contract and everything that they signed. So you have to look at everything from all the different sides. Like I said, if you want to call him guilty, you call him guilty. You want to say innocent, you say innocent. Like I said, I'm just putting information out there that I've seen since this incident happened. And a lot of the information is not out there. A lot of these women willingly did a lot of these things, and they're painting the picture because they're no longer in the picture. Some of these women believe they were the only one. If you were manipulated to think you were the only one, I can see why you're upset. But if you knew you weren't the only woman, and he had other women and a wife, you knew this stuff was going on. That's another thing. The wife comes out, she's all, he did this to me, did that to me, blah, blah, blah. You gave him 2 children. You watched things supposedly happen to other women. I know you didn't sit back and not know about none of these other women.
Right,
I don't know if Andrea Kelly is trying to save face just in case some charges come out, and then, she could have been his madam for all we know.
Right.
She's not telling both sides of the story, but how is it that after the Surviving R. Kelly first 2 episodes, you come on your live, you in the car, that's my baby daddy. He ain't your baby daddy, girl. Yep, and I'm singing this music, and I still support him, and he is a wonderful man. But you're playing victim on this TV show.
Yeah.
Talking about how bad your situation was.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, this is when because I watched the show. I watched a couple episodes, or whatever. And my thing about the whole situation is this: I already thought R. Kelly was a shitty human being. Great music, all right, whatever. We already know he got great music, whatever. I already was in the position of, all right, he's a shitty ass human being. He needs to be thrown out of jail for being a pedophile. Boom. And I still feel that way. I never gonna change that way because he's proven to be a pedophile time and time again.
Period.
But then when you watch the show,
what do you consider a pedophile?
Somebody fucking underage girl.
So let me ask you this: if these women are legal in the states that they are, hold on before you answer. In the state of Michigan, the legal age of consent is 16 in a day. A 16-year-old girl who's 16 in one day. I don't know why they say 16 in a day. Can give legal consent to have consensual sex. It's also like that in Illinois.
But you got some of these girls who are underage.
Hold on. I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
So, if they're the age of consent, but still maybe not an age that you would personally choose. You know what I'm saying? You still condemn to this person. I'm asking you that.
No, I'm saying if you are a pedophile, flat out pedophile, going out here preying on young underage girls illegally, which They said that he was having sex with girls under the age. Mm-hmm. So you're a pedophile. Not only that, that's what I mean, pedophile. Now, I personally don't think, you should leave little young girls alone. Age maybe 18 and smart, but
about all them little girls you messed with in elementary.
I was in elementary.
Okay, it's a difference.
But she was in kindergarten. You was in first grade.
No, he's making up complete bullshit.
Go ahead, good on.
That was a lie, but I'm just saying.
Good on.
You figured a first grade when you was in third. What was up with that? Okay, but no, that never happened. But my thing was this. All right, so you watching a dude who having this teen send out letters like, yeah, R. Kelly wants you to come to his house. This, that, and the third. Boom, 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 boom. All these young girls. Mm-hmm. The people around him know that he's sitting here at the high school.
Allegedly.
No, they know allegedly nothing. Not
allegedly.
He was known for going to high schools.
Yeah, he was.
Right. So there was no allegedly nothing. He was like,
but remember, he was just out of high school when he got in there. He didn't even graduate.
Hey.
He didn't even graduate.
His teacher said he was out of high school when he was still
dropped out.
He was long removed.
He dropped out. You gotta state all the facts. I watched it too.
Right.
He dropped out of high school. Right. He got his record deal. Maybe if he would have graduated, he would have probably been out of high school maybe a year, maybe two.
But he was long removed from, like you said, he was long removed from high school before when this was going on. So he was already out. So he was grown at that time. Mm-hmm. You got to look at the Aaliyah marriage. Let's look at that. Okay. It was a lie. They said she was 18. She was like 15.
Yeah, they forced some documents.
Yeah, so they forced some documents. So, I mean, just a simple fact that you got a sick-ass person like that.
We're not just going to talk about R. Kelly either.
And the simple fact that, and I'm talking about him, period. Like, everybody around him allowed him to do what the fuck he did. That's what I'm saying. All these people allowed. They didn't stop him. They didn't say, yo, this motherfucker's sick, which he is. They didn't say, yo, this ain't legally right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got daughters and shit like that. Nobody stopped him. So they allowed him to do this shit.
Period.
His people allowed him to do this shit. Nobody stopped him. We allowed him to do this shit because we like, fucking play the music. But will you let this nigga babysit your daughter?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Nope.
So let's go back before. Let's go back. We're gonna talk about not like the R. Kelly situation is just part of this, but we're gonna talk about the culture. Mm-hmm. We definitely gonna talk about the culture of the nature of which all these things come from. One thing that, like I said, I'm not condemning, I'm not agreeing with or nothing. I'm just putting information out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So much, this is so controversial, man. It's so controversial because of the things that people claim to know, the things that people put out there. Mm-hmm. Watching that documentary, and this ain't the first documentary, by the way. There is another documentary that I think an Arab guy came from overseas to do. It's on YouTube. I'm not going to get a name of it because I don't actually know the name, but I ain't trying to get him my buzz, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can go on YouTube and watch this, and he did the same thing that the other TV station did. I'm not gonna say their name because they ain't paying me. And expose R. Kelly. Now my thing is that what would make you travel from the other side of the world to come to a country and expose R. Kelly? What's your angle? You know what I'm saying? What is Lifetime angle? We have to ask ourselves as people, is there agenda here? You know what I'm saying? What I do hate is that a lot of times we don't find out all the information and we start condemning people.
Big facts.
Not in just this situation, but many other situations. We watched Bill Cosby go down.
Come on now.
Not by any means what Bill Cosby did was right. I'm not saying it was right or I agree with it. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is that all of the women that they interviewed and talked to knew Bill's behavior. They knew his demeanor.
And look where he is.
They talked about it. Mm-hmm. It was a known fact that Bill liked his women to be drunk, high, or knocked out, or incapacitated You know what I'm saying? When he got with him, for whatever his reason was, that was his fetish. So if you are a woman and you know this, why are you going to Bill's hotel room? First of all, you know that he married, got a wife. What are you doing in his hotel room? Why are you even going with him?
But you know what happened with
that's
you know,
part of the game.
That's because, like I said, that hidden agenda, fame, fortune, money. Everybody has a price.
Exactly. The game is structured off being either pimping the game or being a prostitute to the establishment. That's just how life is in general. You know what I mean? Like when you're an entertainer, you have to watch what you do, who you hang around. We done seen this from Tupac Shakur to Bill Cosby to the whole nine. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at it. You know, if the man wrong, he wrong. You know, this ain't nothing to say that we taking his side or we not. We just, like you said, giving the facts up and want to hear the opinions. But my opinion on it is that, you know, like Jeremiah said, you know, people like that should be under the prison. You know what I mean? Just for the thing for messing with underage women. And let's not get this confused. Like if you're 30 something and you messing with a 15-year-old, you need to be under the prison. I don't care what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be an age limit with when you dating, you know what I'm saying? Or even trying to mess around with somebody, you know, I'm speaking to somebody.
Okay.
You know?
But
Because nowadays women looking like they 30 something and they only 16, 15. You know what I'm saying? 17, 18.
What about high school kids? Because you got seniors that are dating freshmen, sophomores, juniors that are under their age.
That's of course.
He might be 18. She might be a freshman, 15, you know what I'm saying, 16 years old, or whatever the case is.
I'm not saying that's right either.
But this is what I'm saying. They're in high school together. They're high school age kids.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily look at that as being wrong.
And the way you got to look at it
because you got to look. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, I'm just pointing out the obvious.
It's a difference between being a grown man and out of school and dealing with a kid. You know what I'm saying?
That, but how many girls that you know when you was in high school that had an older boyfriend?
Of course.
That picked them up after school, all of that stuff.
Quote unquote, you saying they're in school together,
not
a man.
No, we talking about the girls that's in high school without a high school boyfriend.
Yeah, that's out of there.
Without a high school boyfriend. We all been in high school and seen it.
Yeah.
They walk through the hallway, girl, he got a car, he picked me up, this and that.
That's the game though.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's the same thing. No, you can't say it's not.
It wasn't right to me either. I don't look down on it.
No,
it's the culture.
I think if you're in that type of situation, see, I think that women then made it to the point where it's all about what you chasing after. You know what I mean?
No matter what you chasing after, there's a right way and a wrong way.
Exactly, and that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. I think like if you're a kid in high school, of course you're gonna chase after that person that you want to be with. Whether you know, it's really go back to what you went to.
It's gonna make you
stuff,
young.
You know,
I've never been a 16-year-old.
See, they get stuck. They getting stuck.
I've never seen that 16-year-old. I never.
Nah, because that's a touchy situation.
I mean, I'm not stuck. I'm saying it's like this. It's gray area when you talking about 18 dating a 15-year. It's some gray area there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna not act like it's not. I'm not stuck. Because there's some gray area there.
If you're 40, you shouldn't be messing with a 15-year-old.
If you're 40, it ain't no gray area there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Kels was wrong for what he did.
He was wrong.
You know what I mean?
And
when people in the entertainment don't want to work with you because they knew what you was doing, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think, like Dame Dash, Jay-Z, they fell out over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because,
they ain't what they fell out of.
But a lot of it was part of it.
They fell out because Jay had Aaliyah before
that had something to do with it. That had a small part about it, but
Dame had felt a certain way. But you can't. But if you're gonna say that, you got to talk about Jay-Z dating Foxy Brown.
That's dead wrong. I just read about that yesterday. I want to talk about that.
You got to talk about Biggie and Lil' Kim.
we
gotta
still got to
talk
figure
about-
that out, though. That still got to be.
You gotta talk about the Red Hot Chili
What you trying to
Peppers and
figure
all
out?
these rock and roll stars.
Hold on.
man.
And you got to talk about Hugh Hef and what he been doing.
Yeah.
Come on,
You
bro.
gotta
I
talk about
mean,
the whole,
But that's what I'm
Elvis,
saying.
what he did. Come on,
That's
shit.
what we're talking about. When we talk
Yeah.
about that, that's
It's
what
the
we're talking
culture.
about, the culture.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta
There's
talk about all
always
that.
been, in the entertainment realm, there's
Yeah.
always been older men, younger women,
Younger women.
and older women, younger
Younger
men.
men.
But it's never just. It's not just
You know what I'm saying?
entertainment.
It's about
though.
how. No,
It's not
it's
just
not.
entertainment,
We gonna talk about this culture
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
whole.
Yeah.
It's one of those subjects that is swept under the rug, not always talked about. A lot of us can look right around in our own homes and find those same situations. Your parents, your daddy is the older man, your mama the younger one. You know what I'm saying? And y'all sitting up here, y'all condemning important figures and all this and that, and your mama and daddy may be 10, 15 years apart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they
Or
grown,
like they.
What
Was
you
they grown,
wait,
Or like they done that.
Wait
Was
till
they
the
grown?
wait. Grown
I said, was they
is
grown?
grown. But I'm
Right.
just saying.
45,
We talking about parents that
30.
probably been together 15, 20 years or so, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? She still was a younger woman at her time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the father was older man. Or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm
So
Man, it's an age gap on some things, man.
it
If you
should
30,
be.
you
So
can
this
date.
is
You
what
can
I'm
date
saying.
20, 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? If you 35, I feel like you could date 31,
Nah, once you
32,
over
28,
bro, it's
29.
open season.
Open
Oh, man,
21 is
come
open
on, bro.
season.
You
18
outta
is
here.
open
Once
season.
you're over 21, it is open season.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel you.
Fair game.
I mean, everybody got their standards,
talking
but
about-
if you look at it,
Because
you
if
know
you're
what
an
I'm
older
saying.
dude, you want a younger woman.
But what you want a younger
woman
woman for, bro? That's 21, 20. You know what I'm saying?
Because you want a younger hot
Man,
thing.
hell
What you
no.
mean?
Just to do one thing, have sex with her. That's the point.
I mean,
that was the whole thing
what do
with
you mean?
Kels. Like, bro, you
What do
don't
you
want
mean?
no 21.
Wait,
What can
wait.
a 21-year-old
Hold on.
woman do for you?
I'm finna do some exposing
No,
here.
man, get out of here.
Ain't
man.
your baby mama older than you?
Yeah, bro, but that don't
Okay.
mean nothing about 1 year, bro.
Yeah.
1 year?
Nothing.
1 year? What you want with an
1 year.
older woman? You want to have sex with her,
Come on,
nigga.
we not even
You
about
want
to
to have
have
sex
sex
with her.
game.
See what I'm saying?
Bro, but it's a
you
difference.
see what I'm saying?
Nah,
One year.
yeah, I know. Yeah, you hear it now. He trying to get on. No, really.
For 1 year.
Yeah, but really, I